Hello, everybody. Oh God. Sorry about all that. Hello, Luna. Congrats, Damon being first. Hello, Ness. Hello, Luna. I hope you have a good day at work. I'm gonna let you guys know a few secrets. One, you don't gotta tell me this model is scuffed. I know it is, okay? I know it's scuffed because one, I made it myself. And two, well, I say I made it myself. I used a base that someone had for a PNG tuber and then I edited it. I will be truthful about that. It's also on a huge delay. It's like voice reactive, but it's very delayed, so if I'm done saying what I'm saying and it's still bouncing around, don't mind it. If I'm talking and she's not moving, don't mind it. I thought this would be better than having my 2D VTuber stare at you at weird angles when it loses tracking because I'm looking at my iPad. Hello! Wait, what the heck is that? Oh. Yeah. We have my dear sister here. And we're just gonna do a little bit of Artfight. It's not gonna be a very long stream today. It has the potential to even just be like an hour. Because I have plans and I gotta get ready. And it could either take me 5 minutes to get ready, or it could take me hours to get ready, so. A ghost is talking. That's every stream. That's every stream. I feel like I don't know what I feel like. What am I trying to find right now? Squonk. Squonk. There we go. Today we're working on Artfight. We have Floop. Hello, cat. Yes, I hurt myself really bad in terms of Artfight. Not like physically hurt myself, but I started doing this attack and I spent like, the canvas says I have like 3 hours on it, but I just was really unmotivated to do it just because it wasn't turning out how I wanted it to turn out. So then I spent like a long time and then I was like, I can just not do that one anymore. Like I can legit just go and do a different one. Right? I was like, if I want to go back to it, I can, like even after Artfight, because it is like someone I relatively know. But it was not turning out. But I said I wanted to draw Floop as a magical girl, so she's gonna become a magical girl. She already is a magical girl, but she's gonna become even more of a magical girl. We have the sketch pretty much done. It is literally just the pose that Star Guardian Janna is in, but I stole her pose. But I've been trying to make her a cute little outfit. We'll see. And then I also have a revenge IO because someone drew Froggy, which is very exciting. Technically, this isn't super a revenge, I don't think. Because Floop did a mass attack and I was in the mass attack, but I wasn't the main attackee. I have so many whips in there, like, I don't know how this is going to turn out that I could return to. I feel that. There were a lot of whips that I had that I was like, I'm literally never going to finish it, and I just straight up deleted them. I'm not going to lie. I was like, yeah, I'm never going to go back to that. She also doesn't have hands right now. Which I'll deal with later. Deal with her lack of hands later. I wanted to turn her background off. Maybe change the color. Gray. We'll make it gray. I haven't even, the person who attacked Froggy and Valrez, I haven't even looked at their profile, like at their characters yet to see who I'd want to revenge. Ooh.
I haven't either, but I know who they are, so.
Oh, you know, are they your friend?
They're in a server I'm in.
Cute! I will say so far this Artfight season, I feel like I've gotten more attacks than I was expecting. Especially because most of the attacks, I don't know the people. And I know that's like the joy of Artfight. But I was like, whoa, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh my gosh. Thank you. I need to fix it. I'm glad it worked today, because I didn't do any testing. I truthfully just opened the program and hoped that whatever I did last time worked. And did. I have like a green outline, and I don't really like it, but I think it's in there for real. Because I use honk for this. And I'd like merge the layers weird to get it to work nice. I will hydrate that girl now. Let me check this real quick. Okay. I really wanted to make sure that my VOD background music wasn't playing, so you guys weren't being forced to listen to a million different things. The tunes, the background music, me. What layer is that on? Oh gosh. I will say, I do like this outfit that I've done for Floop. There's just a few parts that I don't really love. Her face is something, I think when it has color, it'll be a little better. Her eyes are uneven, but we'll deal with that later, I think. She doesn't have hands. Her arms, this is not how arms bend. She kind of has like noodle arms. I do like the dress and her little stockings. I like her shoe. Oh, wait. There was something I actually wanted to change. I wanted to change her staff. Instead of having it be like a heart on this end and a little orange on this end, I wanted to flip it and then just probably have like a circle instead of an orange on this end, just because I thought it would look... Because I was thinking like how a staff works, and that just didn't... She'd never be able to put it down. There's too many little areas. So I want this to be an orange. I also have to add peel back in. Little peels in the sketch. Which also kind of went well with the Star Guardian Janna post, because in League of Legends lore, all of the Star Guardians have, like, little animal companions. I only know the name of Ari's, which is Kiko, and that's because I have that skin, and she'll go like, "Come on, Kiko!" That's a good song. But next. That's so true. I love how I'm gonna say frog coded, but because I love frogs in real life, right? Frogs are cool. Frogs are awesome. Even like my real life friends, I'm like the frog person. Like before my roommate met me in person, he was like, "Meenks, when I think of you, I just picture a frog." And I was like, that's how I want it to be, thank you. And I feel like missed opportunity for me to not be a frog tuber. Like, I could have been a frog VTuber. But I have talked about that before. If I wasn't a ghost, which I do want to change some design things so it's more ghostly, but if I was not a ghost, I would have probably been a slime girl. But I feel like slime girls work best, unfortunately, with like not safe for work spheres just because of slime. Slime frog would go buck wild. That's so true. Fuck. Meenks redesign. I'm just gonna be a slimy frog. That's like peak. Oh god. That's technically what Blitty is. Blitty is technically a ghost frog. I think that's like a real frog. He doesn't look like it. Ghost frog. Oh, you know, he looks nothing like this little guy. Oh, they're so cute. I love frogs. Blitty would be a ghost frog, but he's truthfully just a little guy. Yeah. Why can't I do the circle how I want to do this circle? Oh, it's like not popping up. We'll get the circle eventually, guys. Yeah, of course, like slime girls. Who doesn't like slime girls? But I don't even think being a slime was like on my mind when I made my VTuber, because my VTuber design's the first design that I had, right? Like what, 3, 4, 5, 4 or 5 years ago? I don't know. When I got this design, I was like, yeah, ghosts, because I like ghosts a lot. Dang, I should have just been one of those people. I should have just been like a ghost frog slime girl VTuber or something. Dang, missed opportunities. I have thought, because Meenks is a ghost, right? And I did post on Blue Sky, and I was like, what do you think my VTuber is based on the design, right? Because I know that she doesn't look very ghosty, right? And I think there was one that said, like, very shrine maiden. And I was like, dang, I like those. Oh gosh, what are they called? One second. I also really like Jiangxi, but that for like cultural reasons wouldn't have ever been something I would choose, just because I'd have to do a lot of research to see about, you know, being respectful and whatnot. But a lot of my favorite characters, one of the most popular examples I feel like that I could give for Jiangxi would be Kiki from Chi-Chi. Wait, what's her name from Genshin? Chi-Chi, right? What?
Yes.
Chi-Chi? I do not remember her name. Yeah. And that's the thing too, where like, if people are like, you're a vampire, I'd be like, I can't argue that because I have pale skin and fangs. Like, I truthfully can't argue against that. Very vampire looking. Yeah, from Shaman King Tao Jun, she, commanded Jiangxi, and I really like the look of them, but like I said, like, it's one of those things that I would have never, I have to do a lot of research to even consider. But there's another thing, like with Meenks, I'm like, I don't even know how. I'm not a character designer. I'm no professional. But I've thought about like, what would I do to make her more ghosty? And I'm like, I don't have any idea. And for a while, I was looking to see if I could find like monster girl artists to see, because like, in my mind, a ghost isn't super a monster, but like, what are they if not monster? You know what I mean? I think I might need to Google like a cherub wing? Is that what I'm looking for? None of these are cherubs, but I think Bouzette when I think ghost. Yeah, and like that's the thing too. I love Bouzette. I'm #1 Bouzette lover. And yeah, ghosts can be anything. And that's the thing too, like I've looked at other ghost VTubers and there are people who have very like ghostly features, like, you know, typically like, you know, long wispy hair that's like semi-transparent. They sometimes don't have like full limbs. I don't remember their name, but there was a VTuber I followed back in the day on Twitter, and they had like their feet, they didn't really have feet, they were just kind of like wispy, kind of fades into like little smoke feet. Or, you know, like, you know, big ones are like unnatural skin tones, like blues and grays and stuff like that. But I've definitely considered looking for like a monster girl designer to design or more ghosty. But unfortunately, also when you look for specific things in art, that can hike up the price. Like a normal artist doing a design is one thing, but then it's like, I want someone specific who does this. I just have to be powerful enough to be the monster girl artist I seek. What am I doing? Will I obtain that power maybe one day? All these wings I'm looking at aren't really what I'm looking for. Yes, I have to obtain the power. My water dripped water on my iPad. Unfortunately, being powerful takes time and practice, and I'm not powerful at time or practice. Maybe this doesn't need wings. Maybe I'm just trying to overcomplicate this. Maybe it just needs to be an orange. Now I feel like it looks so boring. It'll be okay. The staff is not the point of this. Just absorb other VTubers like Cell from Dragon Ball Z. Okay, I need to start my training arc so I can start absorbing. I will get great by absorbing the power of others. I did see that one, yes. Yes, she did show me. Right, let's go, guys. Let's all start our training arc so we can all be powerful. Are you ready? You think we're all gonna be powerful by, like, the end of the year? Or sooner? By Halloween? Do you think we're gonna be powerful by Halloween? I'll try really hard to get powerful by then. What's his training regimen look like? We can all do the training regimen and get super strong. Damn, Ness. Okay, so Ness is gonna be running our training regimen, guys. They are already super powerful. I really appreciate you volunteering to train us all, Ness. That's very kind of you. We can all be just as powerful as you. Training arc comes from being a top 500 gooner. Only 500? Luna. Only 500? Come on. Come on. I know you have what it takes to be top 300, you know? Cell's training arc is sucking. Wait, really? I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I've gone along with it this whole time, but I don't even know who that is. I've never watched Dragon Ball. I don't know who Cell is. You know how, like, it's always the thing with, like, oh, parents, every Pokemon's Pikachu? Every Dragon Ball character to me is either Goku or Piccolo. I'm like, oh my god, is that Piccolo? No, that's... I was gonna say a different character name, but I truly don't know if I know a character name other than Goku or Piccolo. Who? Cell. Come on, that was a freebie. What? He's a bug man. Let me Google this man. Cell DBZ. Oh, I've seen him, yeah. He's a bug? He looks so goofy. I mean, all of them look goofy. I need to look at more Dragon Ball characters. Dragon Ball's always one of those things where I am like, should I watch it? And then I never do. There's a guy named Shallot. Aren't they like from a vegetable planet or something? I don't know anything about I don't know anything about Dragon Ball. I'm a One Piece girl, okay? And I don't know anything about that either, even though I'm, for the most part, caught up. I don't think I've read the most recent chapter. Watched a bridge. Bridge is goated. Wait, is it a bridge like the silly abridged? I remember watching like Sword Art Online abridged, and that... Is it like that? Like funny silly? So quotable, I feel like it is funny silly, and I'm here for that. Maybe I gotta watch this. Recently, I started watching Bleach, and it's pretty good. I'm not that far. I don't know the arcs in Bleach, but I'm around like episode 60. It's pretty good. Chad's my favorite character. Their canon is somewhat better than the original. I've got a lovely bunch of Dragon Ball do here. They're all sitting in a bunch. Wait, now I will have to watch that. Hold on. Now the parts of me are like, is this something that I want to see about watching on stream? Or do I want to watch it this weekend? Because it seems like a lot of fun, actually. Oh, gosh. You don't want me to get into Dragon Ball 2? I know this is the abridged, but I feel like it's going to open the gates. I feel like being into One Piece is enough as it is. Everybody's already like, oh yeah, One Piece, yeah, sure. There she goes again, talking about One Piece. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed my level. I think I've heard of that. I've never watched it. It will open the gates. And that's so fair, but One Piece is so good. I'm gonna be so real with you. I watched like 700 episodes of One Piece, and I stopped watching at Dressrosa, and then I started reading from there. So I read from like Dressrosa to current. How many chapters of One Piece are out right now? Let me see my... I don't know if I have it on my phone. Where's my app? I lost my app. Did I delete it? No. I just put it away because I don't use it on my phone anymore. Where's One Piece? Network's not available. Okay. Whatever. We're not gonna look at that right now. The good thing about DBZA is so funny, and a good thing that it makes you want to watch the original. Damn. Because I birthright feel obligated to watch it only 140 episodes in, and it feels so daunting. My thing with One Piece is it is very long, which does make it very, very, very like, ooh, that's kind of scary, you know, over 1,000 episodes. But the thing with One Piece is it's a stroll, right? It's not a sprint. I'll even say not even a marathon. It's a stroll. Because when you're caught up, I'm kind of like, damn, One Piece is going to be over one day, and I already know all what's happened. Like, I've already read all this, I already watched all this, and I can't experience it again for the first time. Now, granted, are there, like, problematic things? Yes. I know a lot of people, they don't love how the women are drawn, and I 100% get that. And I will say in the anime, it is so much worse, I think, personally. Toei does not great things, with artistic interpretation. And that's all they are. One Piece women are boobs. Like, how people say Oda draws women is they draw an X with 2 circles on top. And that's literally, this is every One Piece woman. Like here, we draw an X, right? These are their boobs. This would be like their pants, right? Sorry, I made the pants a little too wide, I think. I definitely made the pants a little too wide. They'd be falling right off. I made it too wide again. Fuck. There we go. And then all of them look like Nami. That is really, like, reading it too, like, a lot of them have very similar faces, and I'm like, damn, this could be Nami's mother. So could her and her and her and her and her. That's so true, Ness. They are not that thick there. I only watched a couple episodes to see Zoro aura farming. That's all Zoro does. I love Zoro. He's not my favorite character, but I love Zoro. Unfortunately, my favorite character is a side character, and I miss him. Also, my second favorite character, I love him very much, and I'll say spoil free, but I know he only gets freaking any merch of any sort because of his relation to other characters, and I'm like, oh, please, I love him. No, literally, like, I'm surprised that they don't just fall over anytime they walk, because One Piece women are all boobs. After watching Invincible the show and then looking at the book art, it's clear the Amazon showrunners were like, we can't do that. Wait, I haven't watched Invincible. I know a little bit about it. Invincible book art. They're freaking ripped, that's for sure. Amazon did that. Oh my gosh, this is... It's because I said Amazon reminded me. I started watching the summer Hikaru died. I watched 1 episode, and then Netflix once again said, oh, you enjoyed using Netflix? Sucks to be you. And then it revoked my access again. But that's how it goes. So now I'm just like, hey, manga club, do you want to read the summer Hikaru died? Since I can't watch it, do you want to read it, please? I truthfully feel like we have not done much right now, but I kind of want these to be this orange. I missed the orange very bad. Orange. Really? I saw a Moist Critical video about YouTube the other day where he was saying like the recommended's been so weird lately, and recently they've been pushing a lot of phone notifications, and he like showed like a video that he was recommended. He's like, I don't know why this was recommended to me, but okay. And 100%, in the past few weeks, I've been getting a lot more YouTube notifications on my phone, and I don't use YouTube on my phone. Like, I would say I probably don't even open YouTube on my phone once a week. But I just keep getting notifications, and I don't even know if I'm subscribed to the person who I'm getting notifications from. I know who they are, because I used to watch them a lot. Or not a lot, I think, actually, probably my sister watched them more. But I'm just like, what? Why are you telling me about this? Yeah, my TikTok feed goes in phases, I think. I think it goes in phases of wanting to push me certain content, and then I say no, and then I just stop watching TikTok until it gives me what I want. Or like, there are also certain types of videos that I really don't like to watch, so I just kind of scroll past them. I don't like the videos where it's typically a recipe, and they'll say, did you know if you, and then list a recipe, you know, did you know if you combine eggs and flour and this, it'll create this? And I don't know why I hate those videos. I just don't like that format, so I always skip them. I don't have notifications on for it, but I've seen more cleavage on my feed than anywhere. On TikTok or on YouTube? No, literally, it's like, did you know? And I'm like, I would have been genuinely interested if you just posted, like, the recipe. But it's not only recipes, like, people will do that with, like, other things. And if it's not a legitimate did you know, like, here's a fun fact, I'm like, I'm uninterested. I'm uninterested. And I get it, it's a popular trend, so that's why people are doing it, and I get that. But I don't want to watch it. On YouTube? Huh. I don't use YouTube very often. I used to use YouTube a lot. Like, especially in COVID, I used to watch a lot of YouTube. In COVID, like, during, like, 2020 time. And now they're all problematic. I mean, before that is when I watched people who were not problematic, but... I'm also on, like, the side of TikTok where they're showing me YouTubers that I don't like. Like, people who I think shouldn't super have a platform, and then it's just, like, everyone being pro them. And I'm like, what the hell's happening? What the hell's happening? Yeah, did you know if you put the ingredients together, it'll make a dish? Did you know if you put this in the air fryer, it'll get warm? And it's like, ugh. I just ate a lot for work, for background play and no ads. No, that's 100% fair. I always have a hard time choosing what to watch, no matter if it's like YouTube or if it's like a show. If I'm not into a show, I'm always just kind of like, well, what do I do? And of course, again, on the Netflix front, I started continuing to watch Supernatural, which I haven't watched it in a very long time. Like, it's probably been years since I watched Supernatural, and I just decided to jump right back in where I left off in, like, the middle of season 8, and I was so confused. But, you know, there's something I have on the background, and it's one of those things that I know I don't have to super pay attention to. And then I was like, okay, I can watch this, and then Netflix said no. I'm sure I can find that other places, though. Guys, I have to go meet someone. I have to interact with someone. Did you know I'm behind you? Did you know I'm in your walls right now? Damn, same sheet of pie could be deep fried. Sometimes I watch it and then I'm like, dang, people shipped these two. Kind of crazy. Kind of weird. Super weird. Super weird. They are both kind of douchey. They're both super douchey. Like, it's kind of crazy how douchey they both are. All the time. Okay. I don't know what color I want any of that to be. See, there's this thing called Tic Tac. Imagine a supernatural arc where TikTok is a thing and they just like get the reports of the little guys they have to go after from TikTok. Well, yeah, on TikTok they said that'd actually be really funny. Dean, I think you mean TikTok. It was a Tesla driving by. Oh my god. Do you think they would have a Cybertruck? No, right? Because it had the Impala, but like... I feel like one of them would want a Cybertruck. This lemonade is yummy. I think I 100% agree with that, Ness. This is like so uneven. Her bow should be orange. Yes, I survived the super Hulock days. Man, Doctor Who's also something that I never finished, and it's also one of those things that I occasionally consider to watch. For a while, my friend would stream episodes in Discord, and we'd watch them, and we started from the beginning, but he hasn't streamed that in a really long time. There's also so many other things that I know I could watch. I was gonna rewatch Voltron, and then I found out that Netflix removed Voltron, and I was really sad. Oh, I should have known that was gonna happen. That photo of Misha. Oh gosh. Why is this so... Wow. Wow. I have no idea what I'm gonna wear to the concert I'm going to. Normally I like dress up and look nice, but I'm like, I legitimately don't know what to wear. Because it's gonna be hot as fuck. So I'm not gonna wear anything that's not cool. Might just be boring. Misha said he ruined his voice doing the cast voice? No! I'm not surprised, though. That stinks, though. Maybe I've just been in, like, a weird nostalgia mood recently, I guess. I don't know. Have I? Who knows? I was playing Webkins the other week. I got into one of my old Webkins accounts, and now I'm wanting to watch Supernatural. So I want to do this on another layer, because I might make this darker. Like Golden Sun? No, dead headset. Also need to give Floop some skin. I'm sure she would love skin. Are you still working? What are you? What is happening on your... Oh, it's just like a pattern.
I'm in a different program right now.
Oh, no, I haven't looked in a while, and then I looked and saw, and I was like, what is that? I thought it was a bunch of little South Park guys, but it was just like a picnic blanket sort of pattern.
Yeah.
One of the best RPGs made on the GBA. Guys, I don't know why that reminded me of this, but I'm on old school RuneScape TikTok. I don't know why, but at first it was just like, I'm hosting a old school RuneScape birthday party for my boyfriend who loves RuneScape. And I was like, that's funny, that's cute. And then I kept getting more and more. And of course my partner's like, the next step is you to get the itch to play old school RuneScape. Please play RuneScape with me. That's all he wants, is me to play RuneScape.
You got his For You page.
No, literally. I'm like, here's another RuneScape. He's like, yeah. You wanna play? No. I actually did download it and make an account and play with him for a little bit, but no, that's the thing too. The thing is, I don't think games like that are stimulating enough for me, and I get very bored very quickly. Now, if it was like, oh, you wanna play RuneScape and like watch something? You wanna like watch something while we play? Sure. I can do that. But RuneScape is literally, let's stand in the same spot for hours doing the same ability to get half a level in wood making or like wood cutting. Like, and I love that people love that kind of game. And I don't hate them. It's just I lose interest very fast. And I also don't have the nostalgia factor because I didn't play them growing up. Now if I can glamour. Oh my gosh, I watched the Pokemon announcement stuff, and they're bringing back, you can booking customize your outfits in Pokemon ZA. There's actual fashion. No, I 100% and I guess I'm not 100%, but I'm very similar, where I like gacha games and I will get super into them, not like wailing, but like I will download it, I will play a bunch of it, and I will essentially play so much to the point where I like burn out on playing it and then I'm uninterested and I don't want to play it anymore. The one that caught my eye for the longest was Genshin, but I also started playing Genshin when it came out, and that was probably my first ever gacha game. But like Infinity Nikki, I really like Infinity Nikki. I started it when it came out, and then I took a several month break, and then I got back into it, and then I took a break, and then I got back into it again. I started streaming it, and now I'm kind of like, And I think a part of it too with a lot of those things is if I have friends who are talking about it, that helps me stay into it. Because that's one thing I love, if you couldn't tell by me sitting here being a streamer, but I love talking. So if I have people to talk about it with, I'm more likely to stay in it. And not necessarily like an echo chamber sort of like, oh, I can post on Blue Sky and people are going to reply. But like, if I can send announcements to people, if I can go, oh my gosh, here's this update, here's this, oh my gosh, look at this, and we can talk about it all the time, then that helps me stay into it. Like right now, Umusume is the new gacha game. I'm into it, it's really fun right now, and then I have a handful of people who I can talk to it about. But I mean, that's also a thing with like gacha games, is that a lot of people get into them for a little bit, and then most people find the next one. Took a break and there's a scene that's basically the girls being mad you haven't shown up in a passive-aggressive way. Wait, really? That's dope. haven't played... Oh, wait. Nikkei. I always get those two confused when I read them. I played Nikkei. Like, assuming you're talking about, like, Goddess of Victory. Several of my friends really got into it because, it makes you gay for women. that's facts. But, like, they had a Stellar Blade crossover, and my friend's been really into Stellar Blade, so he really wanted to try to pull her. And of course, he's like insanely lucky in gachas. He somehow gets everything he wants and more in every gacha game he plays. I don't know what gacha god has kissed him on the forehead, but I'm jealous. And I made my... I don't ever reroll accounts. I know a lot of people like rerolling to get good stuff. I'm typically, what I start with, I'm good. You know, like, I'm gonna be happy. But I made an account and I realized I was on the wrong server. So I was like, well, I might as well reroll because I got really good stuff on my first account and I got a character I really liked. So then I proceed to do 20 plus different reroll accounts and never got anything good. So I said, yeah, guys, I'm not playing this. I spent all of my energy playing this game, rerolling accounts, and not getting anything. It was not Alice. I got the pirate lady. I don't remember her name. Let me see if I can... There's probably a lot easier way for me to find this. I mean, I didn't even say the name in this post when I posted it. Alice is the most adorable. There were a few characters that I said, like, okay, I will be happy if I got these characters. Because my friend had, like, a list of, like, the best characters or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, if I get a character that's in this tier, then I'll be happy. Or if I get the same pirate lady I already got, or they're, like... Okay, so her name was Mast. I really wanted Mast. And there was this girl who was called Trina. I don't know if she's available, but she's wearing a cow outfit. Yeah, I got Mast in my first account, and then I never got anything good again. I think I got a triple S, but it was a character that the chart said that they're only good if you do, like, if you spend a lot of time building them and a lot of resources to build up the character. And I don't remember what character it was, and I was just like, I'm not gonna do that. And I could just never get anything. And then here's my freaking friend every day posting their new quadruple SSSR++ rolls. I'm like, okay. That is not that color. Is that more like it? I'm gonna start doing this and see if this is gonna be the right color. That actually might be too dark. We'll go with this, and if it isn't the right color, because I know Procreate color picking from a reference image is not accurate at all. But then I'll import and I'll swap the color because I do want her skin tone to be accurate to her reference sheet. What else? Like, I feel like my friend group very frequently rotates through mobile games. I mean, a lot of them, or all of them really, other than me, I guess, work a 9 to 5, so, you know, they have something to do throughout the day. It's just a little game. I was gonna say, not that Nikkei is one of those games, but also most of them work from home, so, like, they can play their titty game as much as they want. They don't got no boss looking over their shoulder. They can have titties on their phone. But, like, they were really into Epic 7, and I started playing that because, you know, all my friends played it. But the learning curve to get into Epic 7 as a new player was so daunting, I gave up. It was like, oh, watch this 8+ video series on how you can also start playing this game. And I was like, this is too much for me. I'm gonna stop playing that. So now I got into Uma Musume, and all my friends were like, I have too many gacha games. And I was like, it's fair. You don't have to play Uma Musume with me. Oh, wait, really? I spent a lot of money on games? Eat them, please. I recommend ad blocker. I actually need to update my ad blocker on my my browser because it doesn't work anymore. It'd be phone games. Like, what kind of phone games? Like Candy Crush, or like more of a gacha game? Oops. Oh, it's kind of using the wrong color. Because I'm on the wrong layer. Everything's making sense. I think I was talking about this last week when we were playing Peak. The game that I've spent the most money on, I'm gonna say it's probably Final Fantasy 14, honestly, but that or Genshin Impact, because I don't spend a lot of money on games, like gacha games or like transactions. Honestly, League of Legends might be up there, but I haven't spent that much money on League of Legends either, because I've been playing a lot, and I don't really buy skins that often. Like, the other day, I looked through my skins, and I was like, what ones of these have I, like, went out of my way to buy with money that weren't, like, from a reroll or from a battle pass or, like, gifted? Because, like, during Christmas, my friends will, like, gift, like, a random skin to each other. It's not a lot. I don't know. They wouldn't say the name of the game, so I just assumed gacha. One guy would live out of a computer cafe, so that one I was sure was League. Yeah, actually, let me look. Let me just Google. How much have I spent on League? I don't remember the website name. Oh, this is literally a Riot Games one. Oh, this page is currently under construction. Oh, well, that's not helpful. Everything I know about League is from my girlfriend. League is evil. Don't play it. League of Legends was always one of those things. But hold on. I went to log in to my Riot account on the browser so I could, like, see if it would tell me how much I've spent. And why is one of the recommended usernames Softy Des? Is Softy... Either I'm trying to hack into Softy's League account, or Softy's trying to log in on my computer. You're casual? I am too. I'm truthfully awful at League, but I have a fun time, so that's all that matters. Play Wild Rift? Hell yeah. My friend, he plays League, but he's been getting really into Wild Rift, and I was gonna log in on my phone just to see if I had any loot to claim, because that's the only thing I ever do in Wild Rift is, like, claim freebies. But then I had to log in. And my League username and password, I don't ever know. Because I made it a very long time ago, and then I never played. I guess for people who play League, it isn't that far ago. But I made my account in, like, 2017. No, my little penguin squishy guy lost his eyeball. No, my little guy. I actually did recently spend probably the most money on League that I have this year. And that's because, one, they released a skin for a champ who I really like, and he finally got his second skin, and I've been waiting for the skin. So I bought that skin. And then I bought 2 battle passes. No, I actually don't play set. It was Hui. I don't really play top lane. When I started playing normals, I played top lane, and then I got my ass kicked so bad. I was like, I don't ever want to come back here. My friends told me, Well, top lane is just a noodle fight. My noodle was the only one getting fought. No, I'm a mid laner. I play mid lane. The middle. But I only play mages. With Yunara coming out, I actually really want to try her because I've seen a lot of people play her mid lane. And she's AD, but I only play mages. I know none of these characters are on Wild Rift. But I was gonna say, like, Mel isn't on Wild Rift. I play her, I play Hui. Oh, Aurora, didn't she recently come to Wild Rift? I started playing her mid too, and I like her. Yeah, bot lane is the best place for Jinx. I really like Jinx. She's one of my favorite AD carries. Didn't play enough to try other champions. It's because it's a scary fucking game. Like, and that's one thing that I wish people who played League would know or like understand, is that not only are people who played League really mean, but there's just so much to the game. It's very overwhelming. Okay, can I request type? Oh, wait, how do I do this? I swear I was just looking at a guide. I swear I'm here to draw and not just talk about League of Legends. Okay, I can do account management. PC, subject, your inquiry, formal, personal, data request. I don't know how much money I've spent with Riot Games. Okay. 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 After that, we'll talk about it. It's not that much. It is a lot for a free game, I guess. I guess also what I'm saying is not a lot is also compared to, like, people who I know who spent thousands of dollars on League of Legends. I buy yesterday. I buy yesterday. Need a different program. Different program from Psy?
I'm in a different program. I'm not inside right now.
Oh, it's just your little guy says need a different program.
Yeah. I need a different program than Psy to do what I'm doing.
Hmm. Is this green? Yesterday. You're free! I buy yesterday. Like I'm big. Yeah, I looked it up, and I have spent $386.93 on League of Legends. Now, it doesn't seem like that much, but then I also think about how I've been playing League for like 3 years. I spent $300 on what? What have I spent $300 on? much my account is worth? Is my league account worth? Well, this website's crazy. You just whoa. Da, 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 da. Man, I was hoping that I could just kind of like look up how much is my league account worth, and I could just like type in my username and it would just like tell me with like skins and all that, but it wants me to input information like my rank, the amount of champions I own. I don't know all that. Well, my account rank. Oh, no, that is it was just asking what rank I am. I'm iron. I'm iron. I'm the bottom. The bottom. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da. Naruto. Whoa, League of Legends, why are you making so much noise? Yeah, that's too much work. I have to do counting. I don't count. I don't do that counting stuff. Can you believe that Artfight's almost over?
No.
Oh man, I have to do my mass attack idea. I have to get started on that. It'll take not that long, but it'll take longer than I think it will, but I was gonna do a mass attack of everybody who I attacked this year, and I was gonna draw them all as stick figures all together for like a total of 5 points, but
Right.
I also have to get a move on because I told myself my goal is to do 10 attacks this year, and I've done 4. So I somehow have to do 6 attacks before next Friday.
You got it, you got it.
I don't. I don't. This will be 5. I'll have to do 1 more. Ugh. I do B. This is so funny. Okay, so I have one of Floop's old references saved from Artfight last year, and in her ref she had like nude base, right? In this ref, you can tell that she just put her dress on top of her normal reference sheet because you can see her like waist in it. I love that. That's actually, it was very funny. Orange. Pants. I should see how hot it's gonna be later. Did I mention I have to socialize later?
did.
I have to socialize. Because I'm going to a concert, right? And my roommate is the one who's driving the three of us. And he, when he bought the tickets, originally bought an extra ticket. And he was like, just in case he, like, got a date or something for the concert. And we're like, okay, cool, awesome. Like, get a date, bruh, let's go. This man, he invited someone, and he was kind of just like, they're not a someone, they're a friend. I was like, okay, what's their name? Like, you're bringing them, but he was talking to us about it like yesterday. I was like, okay, can you tell us their name? I don't. Social interaction is scary. And I don't even know who it is. It'll be fine though.
You got this, you got this.
I don't like interacting socially. I'm not very social. I'm not very social. In the real life, I'm quite antisocial. Truthfully, online, I am also quite antisocial. That's where my issue lies, is that I love talking to people a lot. I always have a blast, but I'm always like, I'm like a little chihuahua. I'm just always nervous.
You're cuter than a chihuahua.
That's so kind for you to say.
They're ugly.
Dag. They can be.
I guess not all of them are.
Yeah. I've definitely seen some cute ones. Are they for me? No, I've seen cute ones. Trying to see this. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's the shoe. That's the layer I want. Yeah, that definitely doesn't help with a lot of people's antisocialness. And I'm sure in a few years we're gonna see the effects of that kind of stuff. Because, like, I'm quite antisocial. And, like, I love streaming. And I love engaging with all of you guys. But, like, collabing is definitely where I get my, where most of my anxieties come in, like meeting new people, and I'm like, I have to be cool. I don't know how to be cool. These people need to like me. And that's why I don't do a lot of collabs, but I try to. And I've been doing a lot of collabs this year. I've been doing very good. But that part of that too is that I have a nice little streamy friend group. So I already know that I'm comfortable with them all. So it's like, for me, there's no anxiety about it anymore. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna play with, Floop, Softy, Toad, Slick. It's like, any of those people, I'm like, okay. I try to make new friends, watch other friends have fallouts, and I'm just like, I just want friends. And that's always my thing, is I'm like, I like having friends, but I don't like making friends. I just want friends to appear. But I know I'm very awkward. Hello! I may be awkward, but I'm also self-aware. Okay, I have to figure out the colors. I want to make a few things. She still doesn't have hands. Which will be fine up until a certain point. Because at a certain point, she will need to have hands. But right now is not that point. I also don't love how her eyes are shaped right now, but y'all gotta know, I just keep spitting on my iPad. I'm so sorry, iPad. I don't think oranges have hands. Ness, you're a genius. I fear that I have to make friends instead of just spawning them in. No, exactly. Like, what do you mean we can't just talk, and then I'm like, oh yes, we're friends. I'm not anxious or uncomfortable. Just because I'm like, oh, I'm so scared, I have to say hello. But one of those things that it can definitely help thinking about, especially in the streamer sphere, is that a lot of people who are in the sphere are also, they feel the same way. A lot of them feel very similarly. That's the wrong one. You got Gummy Shark. I'm gonna be so real. A Gummy Shark sounds so good right now. That airbrush was the size of big. I never gave her pupils. Did I just think she didn't need pupils? Oh no, it's because I was gonna give her a like star pupils or something to be more magical, but I don't need to do that. I can make pals and fandoms. I'm in them. Pray they stay in those fandoms. That was always something I wanted to do, right? Like, it's also like growing up too, you know, being on like Twitter and Tumblr spheres and like engaging in fandom, but I was always too nervous to engage with other people in fandom spaces. Like, I'd be like, oh, I really love this thing. I'm sitting here reading fan fiction about it. I'm in all these spheres, and I would just always kind of like, just like look in. I'd be like, ah, yes. Oh, yes, I like to look at this stuff, but oh, it's so scary to talk to them. Her eyes are so crooked. And I like how I just decided to color them in instead of fixing how crooked they are. She kind of looks scary. Why did I make her look scary? That might have been a highlight way too big. I'll have to fix that. Oh, you know what probably a big issue with this is? She doesn't have freaking eyeballs. I gave her irises and then moved on. She needs eyeballs. You wanna be my friend? What a fitting song for our conversation. We are. I don't super love this. I'll fix it eventually. I'm hoping I can get this attack out by this week, which I definitely think I can if I actually draw. The thing is, I like drawing, and this is what always hits me in the butt, is that I love drawing, but then when I'm not happy with how it looks, I just don't draw, and then I don't get better, and then it just perpetuates the cycle. How many stacks have I made so far? I think 4. I have not done very many this month. I've been slacking. Let me see. Let me go with my profile. Yeah, I've done 4 this year so far. Ugh, and my goal was 10. But at least I have this one that I have to post. Well, finish and post. And then I have to do one more. You're new to Artfight this year? That's so exciting! Last year was my first year. So I'm still relatively new. Are you enjoying it? You having a good time? 3 champions I played was Jinx, Master Yi, and Ahri. I hate playing Master Yi, and I hate going against Master Yi. I'm his biggest hater. Jinx is chill, and Ahri is chill. Chill. Ort. Drawing consistently? Hell yeah. That's definitely one thing I noticed with myself with Artfight is I draw a lot more because I have a purpose to do it. I'm like, oh, Artfight, this event. Like last year I had such a good time, and then Artfight came around this year and I was like, damn, have I even drawn since Artfight last year? I think I did like 3 things, like nothing. But then, especially this year, I've been trying to tell myself, I can do exactly what Artfight is outside of Artfight. It's literally just called making fan art. Like, I can literally just make fan art, even if it's just for all my friends. Like, I can just do that just so I'm drawing. The latter two don't have wins with? I don't have wins with? I mean, that's probably true. 10 attacks for hell, yeah. Oh, you don't. I was like, dang, Ness out here looking at my OPGG. I mean, you're probably right. Ari can be hard, and I think because she's very easy to play, that it can be easy to counter her. She's very telegraphed. No, you're all good. You're all good. I was like, you're probably right. She doesn't have eyebrows. Maybe that's it. I'm just gonna keep finding reasons to why I think her face is a little strange. Was that in the song? I just heard like a little ding. That's not an eyebrow. Maybe I'll give her eyebrows later. I keep saying that, and then it's gonna end up like that attack I did on Softy, where I did not go back and do it later. I was like, yeah, I'll add the shoes later. Those guys never had shoes. I want it to be green. Artfight's helping you with drawing backgrounds and rendering instead of drawing characters in the white void. Hell yeah! And that's a great thing! I know I had a few goals for Artfight that I wanted to focus on, and for me, backgrounds wasn't necessarily one of my goals I had, but I have also been doing a lot more backgrounds instead of just having them be nothing or like, you know, or just like a color, like something super simplistic. But even though some of my backgrounds, they all have been relatively simplistic, it's mostly just been like a repeating pattern. Like, oh, like this one for Floop, I did like clouds because she's magical. I did these little lines. I did a little dongo. And this one I did like a whole scene for this one. And I did little shramps. But compared to last year, where like, as you can kind of see, none of these really have backgrounds. This one has kind of a background, but not really. That was where I traced my hand. Because I could not get a hand working, so I had to. This does not belong in this folder. Back we go! Oh my gosh, thankies! Oh, I need my Floop ref back up. Let me look at you, Floop. Do you have green in her little buns? I think she normally has green, like, in the middle. Goyles with buns have to stay together. Buns. Okay. I still don't know what color I want a lot of this to be. Let's color her staff. I'll Google how to make gold look good, but not now. Is an egg OC flexing cash? That's actually brilliant. I love that. Yeah, this year when I was like, man, what do I want my first attack to be? And I saw a shrimp and I got so excited. And then I was like, I'm gonna draw a shrimp frying rice. So that's how I opened my Artfight season this year. It was everything that I ever could have wanted. Shrimp. I think I haven't had shrimp in a really long time. Scrimp. I'd probably make that orb be this color too. Boop. That's bigger than I thought. Bop, bop, bop. But I guess the woods is a bit hard to draw. It's one of those things where you definitely look at it and you're like, yeah, it's like trees, come on. And then you're like, oh god, wait, I have to draw all the trees. I have to do that. Oh gosh. Okay. I'll try to make that look gold later. I was gonna open Uma Musume and have that up while we did art today, but I could not figure out how to get Uma Musume to show up on stream, so I don't know why it was being so strange, but every time I tried to get it to capture, it would just show OBS and it was very weird, so I just gave up. I said, we don't need to look at horse girls today. No, not the ugliest trees. I bet they were beautiful trees. Where's my sketch layer? I forgot I was gonna add a bunch of little sparkles everywhere. I think I have a sparkle brush. I have confetti. I have twinkles. Oh, that was just a very small twinkle. I might go in with Bloom later and see if I can make these sparkles a little sparklier. but that'll be a later thing. I don't even know if I 100% will keep them. Oops. I feel like I shouldn't have had snapping on for this, but it'll be okay. Oop. Hello, Slick! Lego. Yeah, I definitely... Hands are not to be seen here, but I do have to do them. I have them sketched, but they're woof. I think this one might be okay. Me and Hands are just not close friends, you know? They always just look so silly. I'm glad this egg has nubs. Dang. She'd ask Floop why she doesn't have nubs. Floop, why do you have hands? Why don't you just have little nubs? I like this hand and I know the pose it's in, but I don't know how to make it. How you doing today, Slick? She needs to have the appropriate amount of fingers, too. Let's turn this upside down. Let's think. Trying to make this pose with my real hand to see how it would look in real life. Doing goo, work on logo design stuff? Hell yeah! No, my superpower is being a little silly. I feel like this looks good, but unfortunate for me, he got more than 3 fingers. My Artfight, I got you. I got yous. Okay. Let's once again do the... If it's like that... Let me pull up the reference image I had for the pose so I can see what her hands were doing. Because I think I remember looking at it being like, okay, I guess that's what that is. He only has 3 fingers shown in this. Oh, ow. Oh, that hurt. Oh, gosh. I think my finger dislocated itself for a moment. That was weird. Okay. Oh my gosh, thank you! I am gonna let you in on a secret. I think I actually have the websites linked on my Artfight, but I went to like a DeviantArt and stuff, and I just kind of looked up like either specific aesthetics or like ghost stamp, blah 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 stamp, blah 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 banner or whatever, and then just copy paste those on my profile, and bam, good profile. You just use cutie little things that I find on the internet and put them together. Easy. What if I just gave her 3 fingers? What if I do that? People are gonna be like, damn, AI. No, they wouldn't. They would never. They would look at this and they would not say this is AI. I literally had this reference image. This image. I have to pull it back up. I lost it. Oh my gosh, yay! Oh my gosh, wait, let me look at your profile. Wait, your profile's cute! Your profile's cute. Yay! Cute. Okay, we're gonna, for this part, because I want to try to do this hand. Oh, we want that on. I'm gonna turn down the opacity of... Let me enhance. Okay. I have enhanced on this reference image. Thumb comes like here. That's a really bad looking thumb, but we'll improve upon that. Oh no. You make I like that. I want to write, but also you do not want to at the same time. Do it! Oh, you need to add more OCs for next year. First, I have to work on their lore. Do it. I am really bad at lore. Like, so bad. But I also know I don't really like writing. Not super. What? I'm looking at this reference and I'm so confused because why does she have 3 fingers on one hand and 4 fingers on the other hand? And I know it's just perspective because this came out long before AI images were a thing. Thumb, pointer, middle. Pinky, what? Is there something I don't know about Jana? I look at this reference image that I have and I'm like, do I just... Is there something I don't know about this character? Do I not know that she magically doesn't have enough fingers? I need to make it more angular and less... The thing is, too, if it don't gotta look good from up close, you know what I mean? As long as it looks good from afar, that's all that matters. Underwater orange? Nah, she's not underwater. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that it might just be, like, hidden or something. And I don't know about this hand. Because the reference... Do I have the reference saved on my computer? If I do, I'll show you. I don't, but I can probably just... Yes? Okay, okay. This is the image that I used for a reference on the pose. This is literally just a Star Guardian Jana from League of Legends splash art. This is literally... Here we go. We don't need to see all of this, actually. We're just here to look at her hands. Y'all get to see her hands, too. Sorry for this very scuff rendition of me showing you her hands. But, like, these are her hands, right? And the pose that Floop is in reference to this Janna pose. You'd shape the knuckles with that hand, maybe? Yeah. This right hand is just so confusing to me. Because, like, you know, it's not meant to be known by me. It's not meant to be known. I definitely will need to give her some knuckles. And I'll probably change those, to be not silly. Right? They're like, God, this is a League of Legends character. You don't even get to see them like that. Gosh, why are you looking so intently? Do you think this one doesn't look terrible? I don't think it looks great, but I don't think it looks terrible. And I'm here for not terrible. We'll just erase the pole. The pole. Ba, ba, ba. Thank you! I do think that this hand looks pretty good. I thought I didn't like the thumb, but when I zoom out, I think it looks good. When I give it color. The other one, you know what I'm gonna do right now? Did I do on this layer? I truly don't even know. I did, okay. We're just gonna erase this one. I'll come back to this one later. If y'all end up seeing me post this and she's missing a hand, I don't really know what to say, but yeah, sorry, in Floop's magical girl battles, she actually lost a hand. Sorry. It definitely wasn't because I forgot to give her one. I would never do that. I'll have to give her nails. Her nails will be visible. She has a nail design. Yeah, here we go. She does have a nail design. I honestly like the thumb. That sounds odd to say out of context. No, I do. I also like how the thumb turned out. I'm a certified hand hater, but I'm not hating this one. The other one, on the other hand, doesn't even exist anymore, so. I'm so glad that I magically fixed my fill tool in Procreate, because truthfully it was driving me crazy. I think my fill threshold was just set wrong, because when I tinkered with that, I was able to get it to not be weird. Break down, break down. I need to organize my layers. I also really need to start getting in the habit of naming layers, but that's I used to just hide the hands with long sleeves or hide them conveniently behind their backs. No, I definitely was like, okay, we just gotta make sure the hands aren't in the frame. Just, I don't know where they are, just not here. Bum, 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 bum. Exactly. Me of the future will deal with it. I like this lighter orange. Okay, I'm gonna do this, which in the speed paint, this is gonna look very, very, very cool, I'm sure. But I'm gonna write notes for myself. So next time I open this canvas, I'm not gonna forget. Oh, that's way too big. Oh gosh. Eyebrows. She needs eyebrows. Hand. Okay. I do need to... Maybe I should write an extra note for me here. Gold. I want to try to make that more gold looking. I have to give her eyebrows. She has to have a hand. And then I want to try to do... I'll probably just try to do like basic cell shading or something. Try more perspective stuff for Artfight and shoes and hands. Yeah, become even more hated by you. I feel that because one of my attacks, I put off shoes and I was like, I'll draw the shoes later. I'll draw the shoes later. I'll draw the shoes later. And then I started drawing the shoes. It was the last thing. I was like, okay, I'm ready with this piece. And I was like, they don't have feet or ankles or shoes. They just are voids. I was like, I need to add shoes. So I started to draw the shoes at the different angles because they were seated. I said their dogs are gonna be out. They're gonna have feet. They're gonna have feet because I'm not gonna draw these shoes. It's too hard. I'm not powerful. I think I swear I even said that in the notes. I said that I wasn't powerful enough to draw shoes. Now I need to go look at that. Okay. It was in the private message, so no one else could see it, but I said, also sorry for the toes. I tried to do shoes and I was not powerful enough. Dogs out on Artfight, 100%. But that means I got to draw one of them little toenails. Like, they're Homestuck trolls, and they just have, like, claws. I'm not excited about drawing actual toenails, and I do feel like I need to specify that. Do you guys want to know a fun fact about my PNG tuber? My eyeballs move. Also, pardon me activating my little tablet, but anytime I move my cursor, my eyeballs also move. Don't send me feet pics. Don't send me feet pics. I will make fun of you and then block you. Actually, no, I'm not even gonna promise that. Some people like that. If you want me to make fun of your feet pics, you have to send me money first. Breakdown, breakdown. I think I'm about, our ad will play in like 10 minutes. I'm just looking at who I want to raid. I'm looking at my options of VTubers. I always try not to raid the same person too many times in a row. I like to rotate it, right? I like to rotate. For many reasons. But none of my, like... If I had, like, a frando who was live, I would 100% raid them. But I think all my frandos are streaming much later. But I gotta tinkle, and then I gotta start getting ready for my concert. Which might entail me just putting on a t-shirt and jeans. It might entail more. I don't know. I took a shower, so I'm not stinky. I will have fun. I'm excited. It'll be my third year in a row seeing Baby Metal, so I'm very excited. I would die if I wore those demonias, if I'm gonna be so real with you right now. Like, I don't think I'd survive. I have wore them a few times. When Hawk and we went to go see Dan and Phil, I brought them and I wore them. One second. Yeah, when we went to see Dan and Phil, I wore my demonias. When I went to trivia and I wore my demonias. It's just, if I know I'm gonna be standing and walking a lot, especially because they're not broken in, because I've only wore them for like a few hours total, and they're also like 5-inch platform boots. I also am not sure if I'm going to be sober while I'm there at the concert, you know, so I don't want to risk dying. It was rough enough after having 2 drinks at trivia, trying to walk after that. I'm gonna be so real. I was like, ooh, now I get to get up and walk in my big boots. They're sitting boots, but comfortable sitting, because when we went to see Dan and Phil, the seats, there wasn't a lot of leg room, and after gaining 5 inches, it was horrid. Let me check Blue Sky really quick to see if anyone I'm following is streaming. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, I gotta tinkle. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. I might be evil streamer today and not raid. I'm sorry. Evil streamer is here. Thank you all for being here and hanging out with me today. I know it was another short week. It might be another short week next week because I was wrong. I thought I had an appointment on Monday and I didn't, and I have an appointment this coming Monday. So we'll see. But probably more Elden Ring. I'm not sure if we have any like collabby plans, but Elden Ring. And probably art. Actually, probably gonna do a lot of art next week because I gotta finish up. But here is the Discord. Here are my socials. And I will see you all on the other side. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Oh god, this is supposed to be Blitty, but he's not loaded. Sorry. Bye-bye.